Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, here once again I'm Sayyid Zafar Ali Shah with another topic, rather another critique on your course. I mean Longinus, Cassius Longinus or Dionysius Longinus, because we know that there are different names attached to him. So Dionysius Longinus, one of the greatest critics of his times and for all the times. So here, let us start with a little bit introduction of his great work on the sublime. So first of all, Longinus is said to have written on the sublime with a view to how to achieve greatness in style. And it is also known as a treatise on style. So this work is the production of 1st century AD 80. Sometimes it is also said to be belonging to the 3rd century AD, but there are enough proofs which prove that it belongs to the 1st century AD. It is a small treatise, and you know that treatise means a long and serious piece of writing on a particular subject that discusses the qualities and devices that make for or mitigate against the production of the sublime. It throws light on the problem whether there is such a thing as an art of the sublime. So is it something that can be achieved by hard work, by putting efforts, or is it something that the people are born with? The answer is that sublimity is an inborn gift, but it must be cultivated. So, as we know that according to Longinus, the sublime art, the great art, the work that becomes a classic work that remains a source of inspiration and guidance for all the ages to come, that never loses its interest. So, that work requires both inborn qualities as well as art, hard work, labor, effort. So, art is necessary if the natural ability is to be used to the best effect. D. Russell writes, European literary criticism owes most among Greek writers to Aristotle, but its next biggest creditor it knows is Longinus, simpler in thought and very much more colorful in expression than the Aristotle's Poetics. The treatise on the sublime has an immense influence on critical thinking from the time of Boileau to the early 19th century. It retains a power of immediate attraction which it is common experience to feel, yet its origin is a mystery, and its scope and plans are a good deal obscured by accident losses amounting to about a third of its original length. The subject of the book is what the author calls sublimity or height or distinction or consummateness. There are different names given to it. This is the specific quality in writing by which the greatest poets and prose writers have won their fame. So Longinus strongly believes that it is the distinction, the sublimity through which the greatest writers have won endless and preeminence fame in the world. The treatise, which is very definitely a book on how to write, is concerned with how this quality is to be achieved. It treats height as a product not of technique but of character, according to Longinus. It shows how it is of practical use to people who have to influence opinions and actions by their words. And as we know that Longinus himself was a great orator, so he has written this treatise mostly on the art of public speaking. And in those times, literature and oratory were not considered as two different things, but one and the same thing. So this treatise illustrates it from the greatest literature of the Hellenic past with the excursion into the Hebraic world and an incidental glance at Cicero. So these are the main features this book contains, and it has much more, a lot of things that we can learn that it affords to the public who are interested in literature literary pursuits and the work of writing, how to write persuasively and how to write such thing which pierce through the minds and the ideas of the people. Thank you very much.